Hello everybody, my name is Kat and this is a sequel to my previous Sonic.exe video. Please watch that one for context, otherwise we can just get right into this one. It is Spooky Month. I discovered that the official Sonic account on Twitter posted a video on January 14, 2017 where it has Sonic.exe in it. They know of him. Anyway, let's get into this video. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Kolossos. Kolossos originates from the Roblox game Sonic.exe The Disaster, created by Outlake. Kolossos at first served as a variant of Sonic.exe in that game before becoming his own fleshed out character in later updates. He was added to the roster of the game Outcome Memories in honor of The Disaster after it was taken down by Sega because the developer was making money from the game. Sega is okay with fan games as long as they aren't monetized. Unlike Nintendo, who just fucking hates everyone. Starved Eggman. This guy is the first Sonic horror character to genuinely unnerve me. He was created by Dumby Dumby and is currently owned by Devilish Deeds Guy. This guy eats flickies and then he eventually starts to eat Mobians. This is just regular Eggman, but he's turned to eating creatures big and small. He kills and eats Amy, Sonic, and eventually Tails. I hate him so much. He terrifies me. This is just regular ass Robotnik, but he decides, instead of being a vegetarian or whatever the fuck, I'm going to eat the inhabitants of this world and make a robot that acts as an oven. End comes from the very strange and cryptic Green Mountain series. The player has to climb a mountain as Sonic, but there is fall damage in a platformer. When you get to the top of the mountain, you fight End. After 3 minutes, the Sonic you played as turned into the very thing you just killed. The series of games is very cryptic and there are many videos detailing theories and secrets if you want to know more. I just thought I'd add him because he's popular. I can't wait to see how and where this story goes. Fatal Error. Created by Anorak Warriors Studios, Fatal Error is very, very red. That is one red boy. He was an inhabitant of the digital universe known as a code entity. He's power-hungry, sentient amalgam of broken code that originated as a Prime organizer, the lowest class of the Prime copy series. Unlike the usual offspring of Fatal Prime, Fatal Error was able to make his own conscious decisions and form thoughts of his own. After months of physical and verbal torment from Prime, he was finally cast from Prime's domain and grew to become an increasingly powerful, insatiably megalomaniac entity with a desire to corrupt all life, and he's become the most powerful entity in existence. And most importantly, wants to get revenge on his creator and show her the mistake she made by letting him flee alive. After his departure from Prime's domain, he stumbled upon a Sonic 3 and Knuckles ROM, which he began to harvest code from in order to get closer to his goal of becoming more powerful. It was here that he found his first victims, that being the cast of the game, which he chose to corrupt and utilize as tools, adding them to his arsenal instead of completely consuming them. This motherfucker's also British? I have no idea any of the shit I just read out. I just took it from the wiki. He doesn't even have a game out yet. I want to know exactly what this motherfucker's all about because he looks so cool. And he's technically not an EXE. So that's cool. The Seven Guardians. Last video, I said that I didn't fully understand the Seven Guardians, the original and the remake version, so I'm going to talk about the remake version because I don't want to touch JC the Hyena's bullshit with a 10-foot pole and a hazard suit. Kito is the guardian of prayer. He is literally stone cold. The only part of him that moves is his tongue, because prayer is tongue and speech. He becomes a lamp to trap victims, and he lives in a temple. In the Q&A, he says that flies often make their way into his mouth, which he does not like. And then he compares us, the players, to flies. Very poetic. Ken O is the guardian of disgust. He's bitter to the core, being constantly unsatisfied with everything around him, even the name given to him. He also uses telepathy, not ice powers like his original counterpart. In the Q&A, he says, "You really expect that we'd keep notes on the thousands of victims we have to deal with? You might be special in exes' eyes, but you're not that special to us." I love him. He's just so done with absolutely everyone here. He just wants a break. There's just too much bullshit. Kofuku. He's the guardian of joy. He wears a human face to try to appeal more to his audience, but it makes him a billion times more creepy. He's the friendliest of the guardians, but he still can and will beat your ass. In the Q&A, he says that he often has to babysit Alice, who is another soul that Lord X has taken into his domain. Gekido, the guardian of rage. He is very dapper. He melted his own face off from the fire within him that grows with his rage. He's actually quite reserved. In the Q&A, he says, "Anger is a spectrum. It can be expressed in many ways. I like to choose passive aggression because blowing up like a candle doesn't get any work done." He owns a meat processing plant. He used to have workers there, but since they were so incompetent, he replaced them with machines. Now I'm thinking of Gekido as Gordon Ramsay.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Zetsubo, the guardian of despair and absolute master of poetry. They reside underwater most of the time, but they can live on land quite fine. They just don't like socializing. In the Q&A, Zetsubo says they enjoy the company of Keno, and they hate Kyofu because he takes over Zetsubo's duties. Kyofu, the guardian of fear, your creepy uncle. He adds victims' body parts to himself to form a collection, and he targets victims based on which body part he wants. Like tongues, eyes, maybe even other organs. In the Q&A, he says he wants to work with Zetsubo, but she fucking hates him, so good luck with that, mate. Yokubo, the guardian of desire. The only one who doesn't look like a nightmare in hedgehog skin. Despite claiming to be perfect, he actually has a lot of imperfections upon further inspection, such as the eye he keeps covered under his fringe. In the Q&A, Yokubo says he's just like X, but without mercy. Since when has that man ever been merciful? Genuine question. There are more Sonic.exe variants out there, but I haven't been able to find any good information on them. Such as Needle Mouse and Curse. People don't like Curse. I don't know why. Needle Mouse is such a cool concept. Love it. Pendrive Azul. Technically not a Sonic.exe, but it's still a really cool concept. I love it. It's so cool. And the music in the background comes from an ordinary Sonic fan game, which is basically a game where you play through levels of the original Sonic game as various characters and try to avoid Sonic.exe from catching you. The soundtrack is absolute peak. And the pixel art's amazing. Like, it's just peak. Too bad the screen's really fucking tiny, so you can't appreciate everything properly. Anyway, that's the video for today.
Keep this interesting for me.